At the time our first children were starting primary school, the primary school on campus, that was the university primary school, was headed by a very capable and visionary lady. And one of the things she was doing was to develop the sports. So she was encouraging pupils to run, to jump, to do all kinds of track and field activities. And at the end of the year, there was the sports day. And that was like a mini Olympic games. Children were doing all kinds, running 100 meters and so on, jumping, high jump, long jump, doing different sports. And at the end, there was the parade. And the officials and the parents were sitting around in a particular place in the stadium, just like you see on Olympic Games. Nothing different. And we were there, and the children were presenting themselves, parading with their flags in order of school year. So, different years, obviously. And I remember our children walking past very proudly. And as they passed through the area where the officials were, they were turning and saluting them. And I was immensely touched, moved, proud of my little children. I still remember how proud I was on this little, this little primary school children of ours. My husband was usually absent from these festivities because he was teaching in secondary school outside campus, so he couldn't be there. But I still remember year after year seeing them walking past in their bright, beautiful uniforms with their sandals and socks, white socks. So proud of their achievement. And now I see our grandchildren doing the same. And it's a precious example. Because what we see here is usually older children. But there it was a whole primary school. And in that primary school, there were more than 1,000. Each year had 6 or 7 streams. So there was an incalculable number of children. And apart from that, sport was very encouraged on campus. And that stadium was really state of the art for the area, obviously. And our first daughter really loved running. So I used to bring her to the stadium at my spare time, outside classroom hours. And then she would watch the young athletes from the university circling, making lap after lap, running. And as they were passing, she chose one, usually, and said, "This one." And then she would start running after him or her. And one day like that, she was running after a young male athlete that was maybe 18, 19. And he encouraged her and said, "Go for it, go for it." And now she grew up. She came to the UK with us. She started running for Lewisham in London, for Lewisham Borough, with her brother. And they did the mini marathon. And now she has children running and doing track and field events. So I want to say how great it was, how privileged we were to have sports day so well organized on campus. Unfortunately, it didn't last. After a while, that lady went, she was replaced with somebody else that probably didn't care. And so it was the end of that fantastic event.